Dear students, welcome to the MARC 21 Cataloging in Practice tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to explore the facets and the mechanism through which bibliographic data are actually linked with the authority data or authority records. We already have an idea about the MARC 21 standards. We know that MARC 21 is a family of 5 coordinated standards: bibliographic format, authority format, holdings format, classification format and community information format. So, in this particular tutorial, we will be studying what are the minimum essential tags we need to design bibliographic data framework in practice, and how bibliographic data will be related to authority data, and at the same time how user can search from opaque authority data and finally can reach to bibliographic data. Now, cataloging as you know is possibly the most important task of library automation work. It requires standardization and should be supported by a set of carefully crafted decision tables. We have freedom to choose any content designator, and as you know there are n number of content designators available which are globally agreed upon standard. For example, common communication format, UniMARC and MARC 21. But you already know that MARC 21 is regarded as a global de facto standard for managing bibliographic data inside the library automation software. So, we will be exploring different tags, subfields and required mechanism to support MARC 21 based bibliographic data inside the cataloging editor of an integrated library system, as well as we will see how data particularly in access point related to 1xx group of tags and 6xx group of tags and 7xx group of tags goes from cataloging framework to authority data framework and how these are linked with each other. Now, as you know that cataloging supports two broad group of functions, one is the finding function, another is the collocation function. But please remember that until and unless you link your bibliographic data with the authority data, the second function, that is the collocation function, cannot be fulfilled. If you enter only bibliographic records, what most of the Indian libraries are doing, then you are supporting only one part of the objective of cataloging, that is the finding function. You are allowing user to discover a particular library item inside your catalog database. But linking of a particular bibliographic records with variants names of the author with different subject descriptors won't be possible until and unless you link your bibliographic data set with the authority data set. Now, in practice, when you are going for cataloging of different library materials, you need to follow a standard set of activities, and you need to start from preliminary tasks to related to cataloging. You need to select and create a MARC 21 based bibliographic framework by selecting different common minimum essential tags or fields as required for your library, because requirement of two libraries are not the same as far as cataloging is concerned. Then after your creation of bibliographic framework is over, you need to design the MARC 21 based bibliographic framework for data entry purposes. Now, by designing, by the term designing, I mean that you need to add different kind of pickup list, standard vocabulary control devices, different kind of help to fill up number and coded fields. Then your finally your bibliographic data entry framework is ready, and your cataloger can use that framework to enter n number of documents in the data sets. Now, when this particular step is over, you can process bibliographic records inside the ILS. Now, when we are talking about the preliminary tasks associated with the cataloging, practical cataloging work in ILS, that means selection of tags and subfields under a tag for bibliographic framework. Mostly in libraries, two common library materials are monographs and serial, and most of these libraries are using these two framework in tandem. Now, in this particular tutorial, because of the time constraint, we will be restricted our example to monographs only, but in the same way you can design Biblio framework for different other item types like serials, computer files, cartographic objects, etc. The process is almost the same. Let us explore what are the tags and subfields associated with the monographs. Now, when this particular step is over, that selection of tags and subfields from MARC 21 bibliographic format for monographs, you can go on checking different system parameters related to cataloging. Two major system parameters related to cataloging are MARC checking, that means whether you have taken all kind of field, whether associated tags are in the same tab or not, that the software will check and it will give you an OK report. The moment you got the OK report, you can trigger system preference setting to link different kind of bibliographic record set with the authority data sets. Now, when this preliminary task is over and your creation of bibliographic format will be based on the tags and subfields you have selected, then comes the question how to make that Biblio framework ready for data entry activities. So, a few questions are something like how to design a helpful sequence of tags and subfields in the framework. That means you see, you already know that MARC 21 are giving different tags under particular group. Say for example, 1XX group means access point or main entries. So, 100 is personal author, main entry personal author, 110 main entry corporate author, and so on. Similarly, there are groups like 2XX. In the 2XX group, there are tags like 245 title and statement of responsibility area, 260 publication and distribution area, 250 editions area. So, in this way, the whole MARC bibliographic format is divided into number of groups, tag groups rather, and each tag group contains a number of tags and tags contain subfields. So, first we need to design the framework in such a way it become helpful for the cataloger. That means all 1XX tags should be available in a single tag or tab 1. All 2XX fields should be associated and be available or on the screen by clicking the tab 2. In this way we can design a helpful sequence of tags and fields. Now, when this step is over, you need to know that what are the tags available in the default format or format you have selected are necessary and present, what are the tags necessary but not present, and what are the tag present but unnecessary. So, on the basis of that decision table, you can off a tag or you can on a tag. Say for example, by default 082 DDC will be available, but suppose your library is following UDC, then you need to off the tag 082 and you need to on the tag 080 for UDC. So, in this way you can complete the second step. Then when this particular step is over, you need to know how to link the different fields, or rather to identify or explore what are the fields that requires the presence of standard list. For example, the leader field. Leader field is a 24 character fixed length. Now, is it possible for a human being to remember different values associated with all these character positions? Similarly, if you take into consideration the fixed length field 008 contains 39 fixed length character position and not possible for a cataloger to remember, and every time to check the manual what should be the values for this particular character position is time consuming and boring process. So, here we can, in this way we can identify that what are the tags or subfields that require the support of pickup list or standard list. So, after identification of that standard list, we can create different kind of pickup list and we can attach those pickup list with the particular target tag or target subfield under a particular tag. Now, in this way you need to design your data entry framework for bibliographic records. Now, when this step is over, we can go on entering data, actually termed as processing of bibliographic records inside the ILS. We can go for data entry work for bibliographic records. When this record entering will be completed, you can save a copy, you can add item, different kind of item related information you already know goes to the non-MARC fields or local fields tagged under 9xx group. So, suppose accession number of the book, location of the book, the status of the book, the location self location of the book, date of acquisition, price of the books, all are item related information you need to enter after saving the manifestation of the or the main bibliographic record. Now, let us start systematically one by one. First, we need to go for the selection of tags, and here it is quite difficult to prescribe a set of tags or a set of common tags and subfields which can satisfy requirement all sorts of libraries. It is not possible. So, obviously, the bibliographical requirement or bibliographic requirement of a college library cannot be same with a research library. Similarly, the need of a research library cannot be same with the national library. So, depending on the type and nature of the library and demand of the services, you need to make your data set comprehensive or lightweight. So, and ILS normally provides a default framework which includes almost all MARC tags prescribed by the standards, but no libraries in the world use all the MARC tags. They select a set of tags required for their purposes. Now, as I told you that it is very difficult to prescribe a set of common tags which can fit all type of libraries, but anyway we can go for a minimum common tags and subfields that are required for all types of libraries. So, we will be restricted our discussion on the common minimum elements that are required from MARC 21 for any type of size of the libraries. Now, as I told you, if we can go by the group by group approach, so first we need to go to the 00x group. In the 00x group, you already know the leader is the common field. So, leader I am not mentioning here, but apart from the leader, other 00x group like 005 date and time of latest transaction non-repeatable, 006 fixed length field repeatable, 007 physical description fixed field text, and 008 are mandatory for all types of libraries. You need to have at least 4 tags from the 00x group. Now, if we move into the next one, that is the 0x0 group, we need minimum 020 ISBN, 040 cataloging source, that means the code of the library which are making the original cataloging, 041 the language code of the document what you are cataloging, and 082 DDC, as most of the libraries are using DDC. But if you are using UDC, you need to put here 080. If you are using colon classification, you need to put for the tag for the other classification. If you are using Library of Congress classification, you need to put the tag related to Library of Congress classification. And here in the right hand side you can see these are the values, common values for the indicator position. You already know there are 2 indicator positions in MARC 21, and these are the subfield under a particular tag. Say for example, you are opting for books 020 ISBN and subfield A is the target subfield for your data entry activities. Similarly, under 082 DDC you see there are 3 subfields. So, first subfield A is the class number, B is the item number, and $2 subfield 2 is basically the edition number you are following for the DDC. Suppose you are following 20th edition of DDC, so the $2 value will be 20th. Now, if we move to the next main entity fields area, so there are 3 tags we are using commonly in libraries. One is the 100 main entity personal name, another is the 110 main entity corporate name, and another is the 111 main entity meeting name. Now, apart from these main entry fields under 1xx group, some libraries are also using 130 as main entry uniform title, where different kind of holy scripture like Ved, Quran, Bible are entered under the uniform title. There they need to use 130 main entity uniform title. Now, if we move on to the next group, that is the 2xx group, here the important things are 240 uniform title, 245 title and statement of responsibility area. Here you see in the 245 we prescribed 3 tags. subfield A, $A is meant for the title proper, subfield B remainder of the title or subtitle, and subfield C statement of responsibility associated with the title. Similarly, you can see here 260 publication and distribution area. Indicator position values are first indicator 0, second indicator 0, but definitely they will vary depending on the nature of your data. Say for example, here in case of title and statement area, the first indicator position will be 1 if you want added entry under the title. So here in 260 the three subfields are $A place of publication, $B name of the publisher, and $C or subfield C is the year of publication. Under the 3XX group physical description, we can have this 300 tag, these are the subfield. 4XX group, there are two fields actually, 440 and 490, but please remember 440 is now an obsolete tag. All the series statement, that is the data related to the title of the series, series number, editor of the series, ISSN number of the series will go to 490. 5XX is basically the note field. Generally libraries use bigger libraries like national libraries, state central libraries, university libraries are used in number of tags under 5XX group, but general note 500 will serve the purpose of small scale libraries or medium sized libraries. Similarly, under 6XX group, the most important two tags are 650 subject identity and 653 index terms. So what are the difference between these three? You need to fill up 650 if you are taking the term from a standard control vocabulary device like Library of Congress subject heading list or Sears list of subject heading or any recognized thesaurus, then you need to fill up 650 field. And 653 field you need to fill up if you are giving index term or subject descriptor from your own or by not following any standard vocabulary. That is why this field is called uncontrolled field. That means you can pick up the index term from anywhere. Most of the libraries keep these two tags under the 6XX group. In the 7XX group, which is mainly meant for the added entries, the corresponding added entries should be there. We have we prescribe 100 under 1XX for main entity personal name. So the corresponding added entry 700 added entry personal name should be there. Similarly, 710 added entity corporate name and 711 added entity meeting name should be there, and rest of the things are quite similar with the 100, 110 or 111. So 1XX group is completely matching in different aspect with the 7XX groups. Now from 8XX group we can have two important tags. One is called 852, that is the location and call number. In case of you are maintaining a union catalog, this field is very important, and another important field is 856 electronic location and access, because nowadays most of the books are available in with the companion website and some kind of related data which are available in the web. So 856 tag you can use to link your local library material with the globally available data set related to that particular book. Now we already know now that what are the minimum common elements that should be covered in case of MARC 21 bibliographic format. But as I told you that some fields are very complex in nature and require support for standard pickup list like leader field, 008 field, 005 field to take values from the system automatically. 005 is meant for the date and time for the latest transaction. So the moment it can be able to take data from the system itself, then your job as a cataloger become much more easier. Let us explore what are the fields that requires the support of standard list. The first one is the leader, 24 character fixed length field. Some characters are in leader are predefined, already defined there, you do not have to add data. Some are user defined, there you need to define data, and some are computer generated, there also you do not need to enter data. So for the user defined character position you need to have a pickup list to pick up different data values. Similarly, 005, as I told you, date and time of latest transaction, automatic data entry from the system is possible. 008 definitely requires pickup list, it contains almost 39 character position, and 00 to 17 character position are fixed length. 007 you need to have a pickup list for different character position. Now 040 cataloging source, pickup of library code as per the MARC organization code. You can prepare, suppose you are maintaining a group of libraries through a central location. So there each library need to have their own MARC organization code, and thereby you can go on for independent branch management system with the availability of the cataloging source code. And you need to register your library with the web service of MARC, which they will give you code for your library, and that code you need to use consistently throughout your data entry operation for each and every bibliographic record. Now comes the question of 041 tag. MARC provides a list of almost 1800 language codes, and it is not possible for any cataloger to remember different catalog different codes for different language. Say for example, in MARC Hindi has got code HIN, Bengali language has got PEN. So in this way, how many language codes you can remember? So the better option to design a pickup list and attach that particular pickup list with a 014 tag. 041 tag. Now after this designing process is over, you need to come to the system parameter setting. You need to finally check whether MARC is giving OK or not, and system preferences setting, creating bibliographic framework and designing bibliographic framework. Now you have an idea how to create the bibliographic framework, how to design the bibliographic framework on the basis of selected MARC tags. Now I am going to show you exactly in practice how bibliographic data is related to the authority data. Authority data means here different kind of references, C also, NT, BT, RT structure, non-preferred terms are related to the preferred terms. I will be showing example for the subject authority data. So you just see in the screen, says this is a particular bibliographic record, and this is the 1XX field for the record, 100 is the main entity personal author, and this is the 6XX entries, that is under 650, different kind of subject descriptions are given. The first one given as online library catalog. Now the moment I enter this particular book into the inside the library cataloging system, automatically on the basis of the values given in 1XX field and 6XX field, corresponding authority records are created. We are taking example for the 6XX field now. So these are the descriptor given by the cataloger here, and for each descriptor you see there is a link with called auth. That means the already one authority record created against this particular descriptor. Now these 650 entries are going to MARC 21 authority framework in 150. Say for example, online library catalog you have entered into 650, a corresponding MARC 21 authority record created with the value online library catalog in the field or tag 150 of MARC 21 authority record. Now here let me show you an example. We can search a particular library system by authority records also. Say here I am searching by online library catalog, and I am searching not the cataloging record but the authority record. The moment I click search, it will say me that, or it will display me that online library catalog is an authority record entity and 3 biblio records are basically attached with it. Now if I click here edit button, the corresponding MARC 21 based authority record will be open, and here you see the field 150 contains the value online library catalog. Now suppose online library catalog you also want to describe as web opaque or social opaque. So if you want to see C also reference, you need to go to the corresponding 4XX tags, which is 450. Now in the 450 tag we can enter social opaque as an equivalent term or related term to online library catalog. Then similarly C also references we can add into 500 group. Here you see 500 subfield A, we can add web opaque. Now the moment I save this particular authority record, when now users search library opaque through that particular non-preferred term like social opaque or web opaque, they will be discovering the related record. That means you see this particular record do not contain in the bibliographic field the value social opaque. We added C reference social opaque and C also references web opaque, but user can search by social opaque and web opaque to reach this particular document. So this is the benefit of linking bibliographic data and authority data. User can reach to the desired document through non-preferred term also. And at the same time you can have an authority search in the opaque also, and here you see it will display you the whole authority hierarchy. It says online library catalog is the preferred term, C reference is from social opaque and C also reference from web opaque. I hope this display and this systematic investigation will help you to understand how bibliographic records are actually in practice related to authority records and how it can help user to discover books in the library opaque by using even non-preferred subject descriptor, by using different kind of name variants, spelling variants of author and descriptors. So with this we end this tutorial. Thank you.